So welcome back, guys. Today we will solve the second exercise. Yesterday we had a short walkthrough to understand the tasks, and today we will try to solve it. So we just start with the what will happen section, and here we have the assignment of x equal 33. If we print it, we can see here Julia exercise 2.jl. It prints here 33. So what will happen if we do it the other way around? We say 33 equal x, and then if we print it here or not doesn't make a difference because we get here an error. And we say here invalid assignment location because it's not allowed to have numbers or starting a variable name with a number. So this is not possible. Then what happens if we put x equal n equal 1? Now we print our x. If we do this, then we can see here our 1. The more interesting thing is here, if we print also n, what will happen then? Okay, here it writes 11 because I didn't use print line. There's a difference between print and print line. Print line gives you automatically a new line for each statement. So here we see 1, 1. So what we did here, we did one variable, which is n. And before we gave n to x, we said n is 1. And so we gave also the 1 to the x. In some languages, for example Java, every statement needs a semicolon. So what happens if you try this in Julia? For this, we make again x1 and print our x. And if we put here now a semicolon and here also semicolon, then we can see we get here our 1. This means Julia is completely fine with this and just ignores it, which makes it really flexible. So you can do it, but you definitely don't have to do it, and it's also recommended not to do it because it makes it more complex. But if you think it helps to increase the readability of your code, feel more than welcome to use it. In math, you can multiply two numbers like this, x, y, without writing the multiple sign. What happens if we try it in Julia? For this, we make our x 2, our y 3. Now print, we make here x, y without the multiplication sign, or first with multiplication sign. What will happen here? We get our 6 here, normal multiplication. If we delete it now, then we see we get here an error, so we cannot write it like this. What we can do is we can here do our print line and write here our 5x, similar as in math without multiplication sign. And if we do this, we still get an error. But if we remove the space, then the error disappears because Julia accepts it that this is one term and means 5 times x. And 5 times 2 is 10, and that is exactly the result we get now here. Then we have two strings and try to link them with the plus sign, like for example in Python, except with the multiplication sign. For this we make two variables. First string hello, second string world. Then we print now our first string, then we make here, and our second string. Here we add a space just that it looks nicer in the console, in the terminal, and we see here hello world. If we now put a plus here, we get here an error. So this is not possible. We always have to do the multiplication sign. Okay. Then, after trying out this, we come to the calculation, which is the second part of the tutorial. And first, we have here the price of an apple. So we make a variable for this. We just call it price here, for example. And this is $1.99. But we get discount. So we make also our discount variable. Discount is 0.35. Then we have shipping cost, also a variable, is 2.5. And we have our shipping cost apple is 0.10. So what are the costs for 175 apples? For this, we can just make here our calculation. Cost is our number of apples, here 175. This we can also write in variable, for now it's fine to just write it like this. Multiplied by our price. And then we get a discount of it. So we have to multiply it here by 1 minus our discount. And this is our price. And then we have to add here our shipping cost per apple, multiplied by our number of apples, 175. And add here, lastly but not least, the one-time shipping cost, 250. And this we print here, print line. We make a string before the result, so the total cost for 175 apples is double point, and then we put here our cost in. If we run this now, then this hello world comes from before, but here the total cost for 175 apples is here, typo, is $246.3625. Of course, we could also round this up here or define in digits, but this we don't do here. We will do it in the next tutorial. Then our next calculation, we put in here our start time, or because we start our run, so our start is at 6:32. Of course, we can't write it like this. For this, we have to find out, best is we put it into complete hours. So if we say our start 6.32 would be here wrong. Our start is more like 6 plus, and here we have 32 divided by 60. And then we got our start hour in decimal. So for example, we can print it here, start. If we do it here, you see it's 6.53 hours, here our start. Then we need here 8 minutes and 15 seconds. So we make a variable like easy pace is, again, we do it like this. We calculate it in decimal form of minutes. So we say here 8 plus 15 divided by 60. Then our tempo pace, same is 7 plus 12 divided by 60. And then we can calculate this all. Our calculation could be, so we make one start, or our home time is our start plus 1 easy mile, so plus easy pace plus 3 miles, here tempo pace, here we can write it like this. To make it more obvious, we make here a multiplication sign, and 1 easy pace again, plus easy pace. Then we can print here our home time. If we run this here, then we have here a mistake in, because here we have hours and minutes, and this here are minutes and seconds. So means we have to get it to hours. We have again to divide it here by 60. Here's, by the way, one typo. This is 15 seconds. This all, then we have divide by 60 to come to our hour time. Then we would arrive at 7.16, and here this, of course, we have to recalculate, but the problem is here we would have to split it a bit, and we would have to make some data type shift to separate these both, and that we didn't do for now. So I want to skip this at this point of the tutorial, but we will handle this in a later point of this tutorial. We will see you at the next video. Subscribe my channel, do not miss it. If you have some questions, and always put it in the comments, and see you in the next video. Bye!